I've been planning to make a straight edge track for my skill saw to be able to cut a straight edge, and I planned a different kind where the saw is guided on both sides, both edges. But I didn't want to spend the money for new wood, so I wanted to do a test of a straight edge to see if I'm able to make one and use only the scrap material I had lying around, which was a 1/2-inch piece of plywood that was out in the rain for months. It was in very bad shape. It's a crap piece of plywood. I cut that down to the length of the table. There's no reason for me to have longer than this right now, but this is 6 feet. I can easily, on the good one I make it a foot longer on either end, so I have the full 8 feet. And the one I make, that I wanted to make, will be with aluminum runners, and the saw will be guided down the center of 2 runners. On this one, to be able to use just what I had, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube how to make these things. It's why I didn't make a video of making it. I just went and bought this $6 piece of molding because I was able to see in the store that this edge is completely manufacturer straight. I butted it up against the metal racks in the store, which are straight, to see that this was as straight as could be without using aluminum. Then I put down, this piece came over more than this. I laid the chalk line that was straight, Gorilla taped this down to that chalk line, and then screwed it in. Then, by putting the saw on this with the extra that was hanging over, and knowing that this is the exact length of this saw where the saw blade comes down, I was able to make the first straight cut, which is this edge that from now on I'll be cutting against. To test this out, I secured the whole piece down with a piece of what is it called, like paneling, a thin piece of paneling. I know that this piece is square. I've checked it, all corners of it, and know that every corner on this is square. So my cuts, if I cut a side off of each of these, I should still have a square rectangle if I built this right. Now I just have to set up the saw for that depth. I've got the guard taped up so I can sit the saw down and adjust it just past the piece it has to cut. With a cut, it is smart to just spray this runner with silicone spray to make it glide. I don't have the silicone spray. I have some of this kind that I'm just going to put on the sled, the shoe of the saw, to make it hopefully glide a little bit better. Okay. Circular saws can kick back, so as long as I'm on the side of this saw, I should be safe from that, and then it's just a matter of all of these pieces are braced in as hard as I can get them down to the table. So if I push against this rail, it should be straight. We shall see. Looks good, but I'm going to have to check the edge to know for sure. checked it, and it's square. See the other side. It's a little hard to do with one hand. Let's see if I can get that on. It's square. That's it. $6. Works perfectly. I don't know if I'm even going to build a better one because, quite frankly, I don't have to make a lot of straight cuts on large things.